Hello YouTube, Henry here. Today I'm going to be doing a video that's different to the normal ones I usually do. For the past couple of weeks and all that, I've been doing Linux videos and maybe one or two, I'm not sure, of Windows videos. Excuse me. Anyway, today we're going to talk about social anxiety disorder, or SAD, or possibly SAND as well. Now, before I get into the main subject of this, I've got a couple of web pages up here, and we're going to focus on this one because, if I'm correct, this one gives the broader symptoms and things like that for social anxiety. So up here we've got triggers for social anxiety disorder. So we have, social anxiety is a fear of social situations. So what we've got here is meeting new people, being the center of attention, being watched while doing something, i.e. this could be while you're writing, eating, or drinking. So you have making small talk, public speaking, performing on stage, teased or criticized, talking with people of authority, being called to class, going on dates, making phone calls, using public bathrooms, exams, eating and drinking in public. I've just said that. Speaking up in meeting, attending parties and social gatherings. And down here we have, that's emotional symptoms. Excessive self-consciousness and anxiety in everyday social situations. Intense worry for days, weeks, months before an upcoming social situation. Extreme fear of being watched or judged by others, especially people you don't know. Fear that you'll act in ways that will embarrass or humiliate yourself. Fear that others will notice that you're nervous. And we have physical symptoms: red face, blushing, shortness of breath, upset stomach, nausea, feeling like you've got butterflies in your stomach, trembling or shaking, including a shaky voice, racing heart or tightness in chest, sweating or hot flashes, feeling dizzy or faint. Now, behavioral symptoms. So this is what, if you've got social anxiety, what you'll do to make yourself limit what you do, limit your contact with people. So we have avoiding social situations to a degree that limits your activities and disrupts your life. Staying quiet or hiding in the background in order to escape notice and embarrassment. A need to always bring a buddy along with you wherever you go. Drinking before social situations in order to soothe your nerves. Alright. So, we're at the point now with why social anxiety. Why am I making a video about social anxiety? Excuse me. Well, I've suffered with social anxiety disorder since I was roughly a teenager. Now, I'm not sure exactly when this started, but throughout my life, I've never really had proper social skills in talking to others. Obviously, going through school, you've got to talk to people. You've got to talk to teachers and everything like that. But I always try and keep myself to myself so that others and teachers and all that would not get me to do anything. And because of another medical condition I have, it's not like this, but it's something not worth talking about anyway. Had me off school for the last 2 years, and when I went to college, I dropped out of that because of that as well. And I think because of that, it made this social anxiety worse, and I think it got even worse when my father died. And no, correct that. I think it was just a little bit before, because he was not well, and I stayed with him. Pretty much, I was stuck in the house pretty much 24/7 looking after him. So I think that was the start, and then when he passed away, I think it just, I'd gotten used to just staying in and never did anything. So yeah, what it is for me, I think it's a fear of people in general. Contact with people. I mainly do over the internet on social networking sites like Facebook and Twitter, and obviously YouTube, considering I'm making this video. Other than that, I'm limited to my wife and daughter, and I now and again speak to my brother and other family members. But other than that, I don't have, contact with anybody else. I don't have friends that I speak to face to face. They're, as I say, I speak to them through social networking. But yeah, as I say, I've suffered with this for a while now. Now, also note that this can sometimes get mistaken as shyness. Please do not mistake it. Okay, but if you have some of them symptoms, or a fair few of them symptoms, please see somebody about it, because it can disrupt your life. Me, I'm stuck in the house pretty much all the time, and I have done for a fair number of years. I mean, I go out now as part of my therapy work, and I go out with my wife. She never leaves my side when I go out. She's there all the time. Going out alone is unheard of. I mean, I can go out on a night time by myself because no one's around. I mean, I don't have to have contact with anybody then. But apart from that, yeah, I'm stuck in the house all the time. And I was up until summer of last year, I was stuck in the house all the time. Last year, in summertime, I started going to therapy, and part of that, it's called CBT, Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, and what that entails is what they call exposure work, which means that they'll throw me out into public situations. Yeah, and in the beginning, I started going out with my wife at 7 o'clock, and we changed to 6, and we went for walks and things like that, and a couple of times I've been in the therapy, and we went out to a shopping centre, a supermarket, once I get my words right, a superstore, and we've walked down our high street, and she's had me asking store assistants for help, And yeah, bloody nightmare. My heart was pounding, my palms were all sweaty, I felt sick, and I was just glad to get out. And yeah, I'd say therapy helps. Yeah, definitely. Um, I mean, we were talking about doing voluntary work to help build my social skills. I mean, I'm dreading it. I am. Dreading it, but it has to be done. Something has to be done. I mean, I can't stay in the house all the time. Who lives like that? And see, when it gets to a point like this where you've been pretty much stuck in the house for over 10 years, it does take a toll on your life. Um, I mean, it puts strains on relationships. My wife and I have had our problems because of this, and I mean, my 8-year-old daughter doesn't benefit from me being like this as well, because we don't really do anything outside the house together. Yeah, so I think it's time to change, isn't it? I mean, the only other way is to live like a hermit, and I don't see that happening. I'd have my ass kicked off the wife, and yeah, I mean, it makes I think they suffer the most. I mean, if it wasn't for them, I'd probably just stay in the house all the time and not do no. But no, I can't make them suffer any longer. It's been all this time now, and I think I had therapy once before and it didn't help. I don't think there were what's the words I'm looking for here? They weren't. Oh, I don't know. So I'll just say it this way: they weren't helpful. They weren't willing to help really. So I was still in square one. But the therapy I've been doing since last year has been helping, and yeah, so voluntary work. I've I've spoken. Well, I emailed uh, a place close by, the next town over, and they gave me a ring the other day. I'm due to go on Tuesday to have someone to speak to, um, because this is all new to me, and excuse me. And with having something like social anxiety disorder, it's not something where you can just jump straight into voluntary work or any work. I mean, I need some help, and I need like the people that are going to be dealing with it to understand that like it's not going to be easy for me. Um, it's becoming hard to talk about this now. Yeah. So anyway, like I say, if you got some of these problems, please see somebody, because as I said, if you're married or have a boyfriend, girlfriend, something like that, it will cause problems, and you don't, like I say, you don't really want to be stuck in the house or have like your partner or your wife, husband, spouse, whatever, right, tagging along everywhere you go, because it's not fair on them. Why should they have to go with you everywhere you go? just to make you feel safe. And as I say, I don't go out. Well, didn't go out. I go out with the wife and that now to as part of the exposure work for the therapy group therapist. And yeah, so as I say, I've had this for a long time now, and it has started to take a big toll on my family life and my life. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please ask. Yeah, and thank you for watching. Bye. Hello again. Just a little add-on to my video, which I'm now naming part 1, and this one's part 2 anyway. Things that I forgot to mention in the other video is going out. If you suffer with things like social anxiety disorder or something similar, like you'll always possibly feel people watching you. I mean, when I go out, even it was worse in the beginning. I still feel it now. It's like you'll always feel people watching you. So I mean, it's possible they're not watching you, but you always feel like someone's watching. And people, when they laugh and you hear them laugh, you always think, are they laughing at me, or are they pointing and making jokes at you, or what? Are they pointing and laughing, joking, talking about you with other people? Are they watching you? Yeah, so when I go out, I feel as if people are watching. As I say, it's possible they're not watching me, but I always feel they are. And I mean, you always get like this tingling at the back of your head, thinking someone's just like, what's the term? Staring at you. I don't know. I don't know. You know. So yeah, there's that. I mean, I don't remember when was the last time I was at a party. Because I think the last party I was at was probably a school disco or something like that. So yeah, and I mean the last, so long ago. Yeah, so I'm just trying to think if there's anything else before I end this video for part 2 for good. Yeah. Reminds me, school plays, I'd always try to be either don't do it or, I mean, out the road so no one's focusing on me. Don't know what else I can say really. As this video is now on 3 minutes plus the other, so that's about 15 minutes. How else? I don't think so. So yeah. Once again, if you've got any, please see somebody, because you don't want to be like me and being stuck in the house for all these years before you finally get something done. I mean, if I could turn back time and go out and things like that, I'd do it, and meet up with friends and so on, I'd do that. But I think it's just a little difficult now, and as I say, with the volunteering, I'm hoping to at least pull some humanity back to me, and I don't know, maybe have at least a friend I can speak to face to face. Because I think being stuck in the house as well, you what should I say, your partner or your spouse or whatever has to suffer with you 24/7 as well. So yeah, unless they go out and so on. But yeah, alright, so I'm gonna end this video for the second time and for the last time. So once again, this is Social Anxiety Henry signing off.